Start. Production of books, articles, documents, and other things is something necessary to facilitate a trial. When a court or an officer in charge of a police station requires a document or thing necessary for the purpose of investigation or inquiry or trial or other proceeding, the court may issue summons or the officer may order the person in possession of such document or thing to produce it on a specified date and time, either personally or through another on his behalf. The word thing under section 91 refers to a physical object or material and does not refer to an abstract thing. Issuing summons to a person for the purpose of taking his specimen signature or handwriting cannot said to be for the production of document or a thing contemplated under this section. Such a summons cannot, however, apply to any letter, postcard, telegram, parcel, or other documents or things in the custody of the Post and Telegraph authorities. Such summons cannot also affect sections 123 and 124 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872, where the summoning order was challenged by two of the accused persons, which were dismissed by the High Court and Supreme Court. Then, subsequent petition by appellant after 2 years challenging the same, Supreme Court refused to examine the facts for issuance of summons in complaint. If the document, parcel, or things is in the custody of a postal or telegraph authority, the district magistrate, chief judicial magistrate, court of sessions, or high court may require the postal or telegraph authority to deliver such document, parcel, or thing to such person as such magistrate or court directs. When the court cannot make it possible to get the document or thing produced by means of summons or order under section 91 or on a requisition under section 91 of 1, it may resort to issue search warrant. A search warrant is a written authority given to a police officer or other person by a competent magistrate or court for the search of any place, either generally or for specified things or documents. It is a coercive method which involves invasion of the sanctity and privacy of a citizen's home or premises. Search warrants are issued for following purposes: for production of a document or things, for search of a house suspected to contain stolen property, forged documents, etc., for seizing any forfeited publications, and for discovery of persons wrongfully confined. Section 93 of the Code lays down the conditions under which search warrant is served. Where any court has reason to believe that a person to whom a summon or order under section 91 of CRPC or a requisition under subsection 1 of section 92 has been or might be addressed will not or would not produce the document or thing as required by such summons or requisition, or where such document or thing is not known to the court to be in the possession of any person, or where the court considers that the purposes of any inquiry, trial, or other proceeding under this code will be served by a general search or inspection, it may issue a search warrant, and the person to whom such warrant is directed may search or inspect in accordance therewith and the provisions hereinafter contained. The court may, if it thinks fit, specify in the warrant the particular place or part thereof to which only the search or inspection shall extend, and the person charged with the execution of such warrant shall then search or inspect only the place or part so specified. Nothing contained in this section shall authorize any magistrate other than a district magistrate or chief judicial magistrate to grant a warrant to search for a document, parcel, or other thing in the custody of the postal or telegraph authority. Issuance of a search warrant is a serious matter, and it would be advisable not to dispose of an application for search warrant in a mechanical way by a laconic order. Issue of search warrant being the discretion of the magistrate, it would be reasonable to expect of the magistrate to give reasons which swayed his discretion in favor of granting the request. A clear application of mind by the magistrate must be discernible in the order granting the search warrant. The court may issue search warrant under the following circumstances: when a court cannot make it possible to get the document or a thing produced by means of summons or order under section 91 or a requisition under section 92 of 1, where the court has reason to believe that the person summoned to produce a document or thing will not produce it, where such document or thing is not known to the court to be in possession of any person, where a general inspection or search is necessary, where a house is suspected to contain stolen property or forged documents, etc., for seizure of any forfeited publications, for discovery of persons wrongfully confined, to compel restoration of an abducted female or unlawfully detained woman or a female child under the age of 18. A district magistrate or subdivisional magistrate or first class magistrate is empowered under section 94 of the code to issue search warrant to a police officer above the rank of a constable when he believes that any place is used for deposit or sale of stolen property or production of objectionable articles. If a district magistrate, subdivisional magistrate, or magistrate of the first class, upon information and after such inquiry as he thinks necessary, has reason to believe that any place is used for the deposit or sale of stolen property or for the deposit, sale, or production of any objectionable article to which this section applies, or that any such objectionable article is deposited in any place, he may, by warrant, authorize any police officer above the rank of a constable to enter with such assistance as may be required such place, to search the same in the manner specified in the warrant, to take possession of any property or article therein found which he reasonably suspects to be stolen property or objectionable article to which this section applies, to convey such property or article before a magistrate or to guard the same on the spot until the offender is taken before a magistrate, or otherwise to dispose of it in some place of safety, to take into custody and carry before a magistrate every person found in such place who appears to have been privy to the deposit, sale, or production of any such property or article, knowing or having reasonable cause to suspect it to be stolen property, or, as the case may be, objectionable article to which this section applies. The objectionable articles to which the section applies: counterfeit coin, pieces of metal made in the contravention of the Metal Tokens Act, or brought into India in contravention of any notification for the time being in force under section 11 of the Customs Act 1962, counterfeit currency note, counterfeit stamps, forged documents, false seals, obscene objects referred in section 292 of the Indian Penal Code, instruments or materials used for the production of any articles mentioned in clauses A to F.